It's a little different video I'm making because one, I'm outside, and two, I haven't done a review video in quite a while because of the time constraint that I had. I mean, look here, look at the sky. It's nighttime here. The lights are on. The street lights are on. Now I'm walking through Center City or Independence Mall at this point. But Clash of the Castle happened earlier in my time period. Right now it's about 11. It was about 9 hours ago, actually, which is insane. One thing I want to say, every PLE so far this year has been either good to fantastic to the greatest damn thing we've ever seen. One thing's for sure, I have been very impressed, one, with the matches that have been on the card, and two, the quality of the short matches that have been on the card as well. One thing is for sure, quality is better than quantity. You don't have to stack up pay-per-view with like 8 to 10 to 20 matches on a damn card for one show. I'm looking at you, AEW. Stop stacking your cards with like 8 to 14 matches. You don't need that many matches, and not everyone needs to make the show. That is one. Number two, and this is like a personal peeve for me, I think the shorter the pay-per-view, the better. It allows you time to digest. It allows you time to relax. It allows you time to really just also get your thoughts in, which I actually have for like the last couple hours. So to be able to do this review now in this time period actually helps a bit. So the first match, if I can recall, was the I Quit match. AJ Styles versus Cody Rhodes for the WWE Championship. One, Cody's title defenses have been very good in recent time period. Backlash was his best title defense, easily. His worst, although not bad, was against Logan Paul. And this match against AJ Styles, again, really fucking good. One, the usage of blood is a rarity in WWE. And the way that they use blood is it's in the moments when it needs to happen. We hadn't seen blood in WWE we hadn't seen blood in this time period since KO got beaten absolutely the fuck down by New Bloodline, Tama Tonga and Solo Sikoa. And it was a brutal beatdown. So when I was watching this match, and I couldn't watch too much of it because I was at work, I was very surprised by the usage of blood in this match because A, it's a rarity, and two, I think the stipulation actually allowed for the blood to be used in the correct way it needed to be. Physically wearing your opponent out to make them scream, "I quit." And that's what it helped out with in the end. And this match, again, really freaking good. They were going insane from the moment the bell rang. They were fighting in the crowd. They took it almost over all the way through OVO Hydro, which was insane. First of all, Scotland crowd, Glasgow, you rocked. And two, I also want to just say AJ Styles has to be considered in the top 5 of greatest wrestlers of all time. He continues to prove that he is such an elite performer, no matter what the match calls, and even his age continues to push the boundaries of what a normal person can do, and he's pushed it all the way to the damn limit. So, and when AJ started bleeding, it was unreal to see because we hadn't really seen something like this before. Got a chair thrown in his damn face, for crying out loud. Tables were used, chairs, kendo sticks, steel steps were goddamn used, which led to the finish, which Cody grabbed steel steps. He was about to slam it into AJ's face until AJ said, "I quit," which ended a really good match in a really good way. And still to get hit with the steel stairs was something to see. After the match, New Bloodline, Solo, Tama Tonga, Tongaloa attacked Cody, which means Cody's next challenger will be Solo Sikoa at Money in the Bank, which I believe is understandable. It is fair, and at the same time, really good challenger. Orton and KO came out for the save. Very good stuff right there. We then got actually a truly good surprise. The Women's Tag Team Championship match between the Unholy Union, Alpha Fowler and Isla Dawn, versus Shayna Baszler and Zoe Stark versus Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair. This was a very almost messy match in a way, but because there was a bit of spots that were botched, and it was in particular the worst match on the card, but the women went out there and did their best. It was a really good effort. I'm actually going to take a seat right here to actually record this, because I thought maybe recording walking would be a good thing, but I thought about it. I'm not going to do it. But it was a very heavy-hitting match from the very beginning. Jade Cargill is an absolute unit. She is amazing. And this was actually really clever, and I also really thought this was a good way to get the tag titles off of Bianca and Jade onto a new tag team. So Bianca and Jade, they don't gotta break up, but they can start their singles runs where they need to be, because they're both amazing athletes and they're both absolutely incredible. So understandable why you have to get the tag titles off of them, and you got them onto a really good tag team with Alpha Fire and Isla Dawn, two women who just now are getting TV time and have been pretty much been begging for this time for a period. So thankfully they got it, and thankfully they did win in front of the Glasgow crowd, which was a really nice thing to see. And Bianca and Jade did not take the pin. I believe it was Zoe Stark that took the pin in this one. I might be wrong, but I'll have to check back, because it's been a couple hours, of course. We then got Sammy versus Chad, which was the best match, I believe one of the best matches on the card. Obviously, the story between the Alpha Academy is going to continue, which is good, and I'm actually glad that, or you know what? Nah, I'm still gonna say it. I'm actually fine with Sammy retaining the Intercontinental Championship. I believe his title run is still fresh, but this storyline has been amazing, and this was really Chad/Chance, because we don't at this point. I think Chad is at the moment where he's about to snap, and it's now finally gotten to the point where Alpha Academy really just might break up this Monday, and I would not be mad at it one bit, because Otis definitely deserves a run of his own, and I believe Chad Gable definitely deserves to have a fresh start with a new group, with a new faction, to become an even better version of himself. And there's always going to be an opportunity for him to get back into the title picture, but who knows? I don't know the news on whether Chad Gable has re-signed or not. That's been kept under the loop. I'm not someone who particularly keeps up with dirt sheets here and there, but when I do, I try to find out as much as I possibly can. But it was very fun. Again, Sami Zayn retaining. Once again, attacked the limb, and Chad Gable's own personal demise was trying to get Alpha Academy involved. An injured Maxine couldn't do anything, and once she went down with a hurt foot after a spot with her and Sammy, Otis made his choice, and the choice turned out to be was with Maxine and taking her to the back. So very much looking forward to how this concludes or continues in the coming time period. Bayley versus Piper Niven. I didn't really get to see much of this match, but for what it was worth, Piper Niven definitely deserves to be in more championship matches. The former Viper is definitely an absolute beast. She's incredible. She is an amazing talent, and I just wish that she had more opportunities like this to actually showcase what she can do, because she is surreal. She's unreal. She's fantastic. And for her size, she is so nimble. She's agile. She can do a lot, and she's there's nothing else to describe it. She's an absolute beast. Bayley did win in the end in a very clever way. I gotta probably rewatch that to really get the vision of it, but Bayley winning her title reign, still very fresh. Saving her for Nia Jax, very understandable. And then finally,
the main event, and I loved this main event. This was easily the match of the night. One, Glasgow went insane for Drew. Over 100 in the decibel rating, and how loud it got in the arena was incredible for Drew. And at the same time, the whole crowd against Damian Priest. And even without Judgment Day, even though I believe this whole thing about him needing Judgment Day is very conflicted, but I just knew in my heart of hearts what was going to happen. And it did happen after a brilliant match. There was Damian Priest's leg once got caught in the rope, which was super fucking scary, and Drew continued the attack, and he just was like, I can't win the title outside, and he just had to get him back in, kept going. They had a very, very incredible match from there on out, with Priest's leg being a good target, and at the same time, Drew, as desperate as he got, just kept going and going and going. And it led to there were very good spots in the match. One was a Hurricane Rana turned into a Claymore, which led to a very good near fall. And once the ref went down, it was just what's about to happen next. I didn't know whether it would be Judgment Day, but I knew that it would be CM Punk. But the way that they did it, one thing you gotta just love now more than ever in this new era is the level of production for WWE. Their camera work is 20,000 times better. Kevin Dunn was holding this freaking company back because they played this so fantastically. Ref goes down. Drew hits a Claymore. Drew calls for a referee. Ref comes in, counts to 1, 2, stops the count, but you don't know who the referee is until the camera pins and it's CM Punk. Now, some people would have thought it would be from the Jays or the hair. There's also refs that do get fancy with their attire here and there. But to see Punk screw Drew over, in my eyes, I was like, holy shit, they are doing this so perfectly. I laughed my fucking ass off when I saw it. I was like, oh my god, this is perfect. Oh man, I was just having a blast with it. It was fantastic. It was surreal. Then Damian Priest hit the South of Heaven to retain the title on one leg. And Drew, I said this to my group chat. I said this to my boys. If you thought Drew McIntyre was pissed almost every Monday, wait until this Monday's Raw. Because this man is about to have a conniption. And I'm here for it. I label Monday Night Raw Monday Night Angry because it's the home of the angry people. You got angry at Io Shirai or Io Sky. You have an angry Braun Breaker who is absolutely pissed off. Ilya Dragunov is angry every day, though it doesn't matter. And then you got angry, pissed off, absolutely fueled to the goddamn bone, Drew McIntyre. He's about to go insane. Also, Gunther is every day angry, but it doesn't matter, so. But Drew is about to be so pissed. This is about to be a very must-see Monday Night Raw in the coming weeks. Or in the coming days, actually. 2 days, actually. It's very awesome what WWE did in this moment. And I think this match between Drew and Punk, of course, it's going to be huge, but it also should not involve the championship. It shouldn't involve the World Heavyweight title. It makes the rivalry feel so less important than what it does, because a championship just makes it all about business, and sometimes business needs to be put aside for a personal matter, and it's about to go down, and I'm here for it. Anyways, really good show. I would say a 7 out of 10 now that I think about it, because I had time to comprehend. There were some things that could have been better, but
when you got a show that ends the way that it ended and the moments that it had, you really can't go wrong with it. And I am not complaining one bit. The next pay-per-view is Money in the Bank. And then we're right to SummerSlam. Holy shit. This summer is about to be a wild summer. And I'm probably going to do more of these reviews. Maybe. If I feel I can get it out. So, other than that, peace. Heart. Well, that's half a heart because I have to hold my phone right now to record this. Love you all. Be safe. Enjoy your weekend. Or enjoy Father's Day. Happy Father's Day to everyone who is a father on watching this channel and watching this video. Who watches my channel and watches these videos. You're awesome. You are absolutely awesome. Subscribe. Enable notifications. I'm doing the plug. The cheap plug. But you know what? I just am appreciative and thankful to those who have tuned in and watched this channel and watched the videos, because it means a lot to me. It really does, because I started this in 2020 and I didn't know where this would go. To see people and interact with different people around the wrestling community has been insane. One of my favorite things to do. And yes, I'm in a dark spot here, but bear with me. Just a thank you to you guys. Just a thank you to the viewers. A thank you to the people who are subscribed. And a thank you to those who tune into my shorts, who watch my other videos, who watch this video, and watch me rant and go off for a bit and babble. Because I really do appreciate it. I really, really do. All right. Enough of me talking. Gotta go. Time to enjoy this night. Peace.